Give it up for Paul, everybody.
Hey.
My name's Paul. I'm up here, I visit in the summer, I keep it open. I still here, so it's my second home. Otherwise I'm down in Georgia. About a friend of mine, he and I used to sail together. All over. He was from Essex. I lived in Essex at the time. And I moved down to the Keys. Great place to live for a little while. He was coming down to visit me. He made it to Charleston. He was there for New Year's Eve and he disappeared. I had a little visitor that night, New Year's Eve. It was New Year's Eve, I woke that night. A shadow was standing where there was no light. It was a shadow I'd seen before. And although it was dark, I was not afraid. A shadow stood there, had nothing to say, just a feeling of goodbye. And I didn't know it at the time. The sea had taken a friend of mine to the other side of the shadow, of the shadow. Well, the shadow appeared and sailed his clothes. Where it was going I didn't know. No words spoken, just a feeling of goodbye. And on my hand I felt this friendly squeeze. The shadow disappeared like a fresh breeze to the other side of the shadow. I had a feeling the shadow was a friend of mine, and I will see him on the other side, on the other side of the shadow, of the shadow. Well, I can't say for sure, but deep in my mind I know there's something on the other side, on the other side of the shadow. So when I see a shadow I try somehow to look beyond to the other side, to the other side of the shadow. And then say hello to a friend of mine who's gone to a place where there is no time, on the other side of the shadow, of the shadow. Well, it was New Year's Eve and I awoke that night. A shadow was standing where there was no light. It was a shadow I've seen before. And although it was dark, I was not afraid. The shadow stood there, had nothing to say, just a feeling of goodbye. Because I didn't know it at the time. The sea had taken a friend of mine